This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming to another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, sharing, subscribe. So I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all good information. I appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the support and love. Appreciate everything that y'all do for the 2A community. Like I said before, y'all the star people. I'm just a messenger, just the average citizen, trying to uphold the Constitution, defend the Second Amendment. So with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming over here. I appreciate the comments and stuff, the energy y'all bring over here. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support for your 2A channels, your gun channels. People, we need all the help we can. And a huge shout out to y'all that come over here every single day. Smash that like button through the ups and downs, people. That is what we're going to go through when it comes to fighting for the Second Amendment in this country and everything. So with that said, we're going to get into it, people. We're going to talk about firearm carrying. And, you know, this is a huge topic. We have about, 18, maybe 19 states right now that has constitutional carry. Even in my state, we have been grappling, with this subject of, constitutional carry, people. So I've been looking through some headlines and stuff, and you have states, Texas and other places who are, pretty much trying to, pass bills for constitutional carry. But, one thing about the opposition is that, they're throwing out all this rhetoric and stuff when it comes to constitutional carry. Now, in my state, we can open carry. You don't need no permit. You don't need to do none of that. You don't need to take no course, none of that. You can buy your firearm and you can carry it openly. And we've been doing this for a long time in my state. I really have never seen no problem of someone open carrying. I'm talking about no problem whatsoever. Other states that open carry, no problem whatsoever, people. But you have the opposition who are saying where, we're just going to allow people to carry firearms with no training, this and that. And, what about the criminals and all this kind of stuff? See, that is the problem. When it comes to the law-abiding citizen, carrying firearms and stuff, we get all this rhetoric and stuff like that. But none of these opposition are really concerned about criminals who are already breaking the law. They're already carrying firearms and stuff like that. I looked through a lot of studies and research and stuff, people. You have homeowners who had no training whatsoever, who bought a firearm, but defended their home from robbery and stuff like that. No training whatsoever. So I'm talking about, with that said, I'm talking about right now, you have states who are pretty much got bills on the table to have constitutional carry. But another thing that is coming out, now this was huge in my state and stuff. Now you have police departments, sheriff departments, they're getting behind, when it comes to the concealed carry class, teachers and stuff like that, instructors who are pretty much feel like, they're going to be put out of business and stuff. And that is another thing that is affecting constitutional carry in a lot of states, because I know in Tennessee, when they was talking about it, it is the same rhetoric from every state that I have seen who are proposing bills for constitutional carry. Now you have your instructors and stuff who, doing the concealed carry class feel like, hey, they're going to be put out of business and stuff. But the problem is people still can take them classes because, if you get constitutional carry, that means you can carry your phone without a license and stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm talking about, you still can go take them classes to get the permit and stuff. So you'll be able to, buy firearms and stuff without having to, go through the background checks of all these places and stuff buying guns. Like I have a concealed carry permit in my state. I can go into a gun shop and, show my concealed carry permit. They take my information and stuff down and walk out with a firearm, people. And, instead of having to wait, do the back, call and do all the background check stuff, it's already been done. So people can still take them classes. It's not like they're going to lose money and stuff like that. But, even you have people now who are taking extra classes now, firearm training classes and stuff, who took a concealed carry class and still going to get more training. I'm talking about, they're not going to be bankrupt or lose money. It's still going to be there for people. People still going to take these classes and stuff like that. But, when you start to look at that, people, I'm talking about everything that I have looked at is pretty much is always holding back the law-abiding citizen. And, it's a constitutional right for us to carry firearms and stuff like that. I'm talking about everything else is constitutional. A lot of people, your politicians are for it. But when it comes to the Second Amendment, it's always some type of pushback, some type of excuse, why we shouldn't do this and why we shouldn't do that. Most of the time when I'm looking in headlines and stuff like that, right now, if you look in your headlines, people, just soon you look, guess what? Every time I look, some criminal is caught carrying a firearm without a concealed carry permit. I'm talking about every single time. they're breaking the law, but there's no laws for to stop them, people. And so it's always laws that's pretty much infringing on the law-abiding citizen. It's constantly, I'm constantly seeing that. And when it comes to constitutional carry and stuff, it's always this, oh yeah, you're gonna bankrupt, the instructors, and people are gonna lose money. You have the police department saying, hey, then you have more people on the street with guns and stuff like that. I'm talking about the problem is you already have people on the street with guns, and them the criminals. Them the ones that you see in your headlines. Them the ones, the politicians are pretty much just writing away every single day, coming up with more legislation, more bills and stuff, people. This is the stuff that we have to deal with as gun owners in this country and everything. And like I said before, the narrative is not going away, people. Everything I have looked at, they have not stopped the criminals. Even when it comes to constitutional carry, people, they are not stopping criminals. They're pushing back on the law-abiding citizens. Everything is pushing back on the law-abiding citizen, people. I'm talking about, and I know some people might disagree about what I'm saying and everything, but when I look at all the stuff that is out there, it's infringing on your Second Amendment, and it's going against law-abiding citizens. And I'm talking about, we're the ones who go into the gun shop, submit our information, go to the sheriff department, do fingerprints. I'm talking about just everything. We're the ones submitting ourselves to all this stuff they want us to do to get a firearm, to carry a firearm and all this kind of stuff. You don't have criminals walking into the sheriff's department and doing all this type of stuff. You don't have criminals doing background checks and stuff. They're not going to do that. They already know. So I'm talking about this idea that it's crazy for someone to carry a firearm with no training whatsoever. It's going to make a bad place. And then I'm hearing, well, they won't have the skill set. And then I was looking at an article. They said 99% of people who's carrying a firearm don't have the skill set in some type of active situation that might happen. Now, the problem with that is, guess what? 99% of law enforcement in the country is not there as soon as this thing happened. So no one is talking about that part. Every time an incident happened, guess what? The police have to be called. The police have to be called. Now, between that timeline, guess what? You have to defend yourself, people. No matter the training or not, you still got to defend yourself. So I'm talking about, that's something a lot of people don't talk about. And that is something I'm putting on the radar. We just had an incident this week, people, at a warehouse. At a warehouse, people. 8 people fatally gone. And guess what? Before law enforcement can get there, guess what? All the damage has been done, people. So, when it comes to people carrying guns and stuff like that, I'm talking about, if you don't have a gun at the time that you need it, guess what? The wait on law enforcement, people, is not going to end well. So I'm talking about this idea that we want to stop people from carrying guns and stuff is, it's not crazy. I'm talking about a lot of people have been saved. I'm talking about, I know people who open carry, have stopped things happening to them. And if they wasn't carrying and stuff like that, guess what? I'm talking about, who knows what would have happened and stuff like that. So I'm talking about, guess what? The more chances you have to have a firearm on you, the better chance you are to stand alive, keeping yourself from getting hurt, robbed, and all this kind of stuff. I've been looking at a lot of data and study on both sides, people. But I have found out that, having a gun has stopped a lot of situations. Now, your media and all this kind of stuff, they're not going to talk about that. They don't want it to look good and stuff. They're going to keep going down the rabbit hole with the new administration and all the other people and stuff that's against your Second Amendment and stuff like that, people. So do your research and everything, people. But, a lot of this is basically, just coming against the law-abiding citizens for the way I look at it and stuff like that. So until I start seeing stuff that's going against the criminals and everything, and then I say otherwise. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.